All right, hey, Dave Knight here at 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Taking advantage of an extreme up move right now. Got involved. We went as high as 6,600, and we've wasn't able to hold it. So up here is let's put a horizontal line on the high right now, and we came down off of that. We went back up. So you're looking at a 1, 2, 3, right? This being the 3 point, and then coming back down. So 1, 2, 3 high, and we're trading the 1, 2, 3 high off of extreme movement. What do I mean by extreme movement? My charts will tell you, or my spreadsheet, the low of today's market was 61.74. And if you look at a 12p up move today, which is extremes for me, then an extreme move from the low would bring it in at 65.41 today. So that's basically was that 367 ticks up. We went to 6,600. So $66 a barrel. Extreme movement. What I'm looking for, the market to retrace from the high of 6,600, possibly to retrace to the 64.17 level. I'm actually got a target of 64.47. That's what I'm looking at right now, going into hopefully the 230 mark or 130 CST mark. I've moved my stop loss, excuse me, my profit stop to 65.71. Now I'm willing to take out 8 ticks here for the win for my trade based upon going the 1.5p move at least right now. 1.5p move, let's get that spreadsheet back up at 6,600. Puts it break even at 65.54. So I'm willing to take about 8 to 10 ticks away on this trade roughly if it moves against me. So obviously if it's going to not sell off into the afternoon, I want to take a little bit of profit here. So we've made it to the 1.5p mark, right? 65.54. So let's just mark that on the chart here. We've been here before, but I was waiting for the market to where's 54? I got to get closer because my vision isn't as good as it used to be. Just double check that on my charts. 65.54. I think this was 65.69 is supposed to be. There's your 1p move. So that's where I'm putting my stop right now. And I'm looking for the market to fall. This right here is a 3p down move, which could be significant. At 65, I think that should be 2p down move. Puts it to 65.39, and then which could be as far as it wants to go. We got 65.08 being the next down move under that. So I'm looking for basically a retracement off of the highs, and hopefully we can make a move to our profit target down here. Now, what's the likelihood of it reaching all the way back down in here? Probably, if I had to put a bet on it, maybe 1 out of 5 times it's going to go down that far low. As we move up here to this level, you're at about a half, 50-50 chance that we run the 3p move. We're at basically an 80% shot that we're going to run at least a 2p down move, if not greater, in any given day that you have a high. This might even be as high as 90%, but let's go with 80. Maybe 75%, excuse me, not 70, 50% down here to run a 3p down move on an extreme move. And we're running maybe even to the 10% level that we could run all the way down to here and lower off of an extreme movements. I want to take advantage of that. Obviously, I'll take a lot less on the trade as the market decides to move back the other way if that's what it wants to do. But we have our profit stop out here just in case it wants to fall in a hurry or go and move. And if you're looking, let's focus this back in. And let's look at our 15-minute chart. You know that I like looking at the 15 minutes and the 10-minute chart. So let's do a side-by-side comparison with the 15-minute and the 10-minute chart. So here's our 10-minute chart here to the right, and showing what I'm looking at the market move. So it's basically this escalation move coming off the 8 o'clock mark, which is when, I believe it says 8, right? Yeah, 8 a.m. when the crude oil market basically opened up today, 9 a.m. my time, 8 a.m. And we're looking for a retracement basically to get back to the 8 o'clock mark roughly. If you're looking at it one way, other way, I'm looking over here at your 15-minute chart, you're looking at to be able to reach back down in here to what would be perceivably a gap situation. If you look at it another way, a gap into one trading into the day to the next. So does it have the power to move? I have no idea. No one knows, except those that are in the know that have all the money, right? I just took advantage of what I saw today, which was extreme up move with a possibility to move 6p down from the high of 6,600, which would roughly put it at 64.17 today. Once again, I'm looking for 64.47 as an overall. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and lock in 10 ticks now. We're going to make it at least a 10 tick day here. Go right on top of the 1p mark as we're watching this. Once we hit the 2p mark, I'll come back and we'll talk a little bit further if we go there. So I'm expecting the market from the high of 6,600 to be able to reach down to at least 65.39 right now. Be back in a few. Okay, so a couple bars later, we did reach the 2p mark here, and we're pressing. I want to move our stop, profit stop, a little above the, well, not yet quite, but I definitely want to lock in a little bit more profit on the trade. I'm looking at this mark here. So R2 today is 64.79, it says. Is that correct, or is that R3? Excuse me, that's R3. Whoa, whoa, whoa. R3 is at 65.55. So if we go 5 ticks off at 60, or is it 65.55? So 65.55. So 61. We'll go 61 right now. 59. Let's go 59. If it goes 59, it goes 61. I'm looking for a powerful down move, and if the uptrend takes us out right now, this move down might be over. Let me pull this out. This will be a little bit easier to see what I'm talking about. Get the screen draw tool going right now. So we've got this move, and this move. We have the up move basically coming off even as far as right through here, right? If we would do a Fibonacci retracement of these levels right here, that would put it roughly in here, right? Basically a 50% move right in here. So there's your 50% retracement that could possibly happen today, tomorrow, Wednesday, to Thursday, to Friday, to sometime even 2 weeks from now. Who knows if this high of 66 will stick there. So you really don't know yet. But what we're looking for on this 1, 2, 3 setup, here's your 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 high. Just a basic setup is a move to come back down, maybe into here. This is where I'd like to see the market get back to. It might happen today, it might happen tomorrow, it might happen a week from today, it might not happen at all. But we're looking at price levels that the market could reach back into. So this is a little shelf area right in here that the market could reach back into, and that's what I'm trading. I'm trading that movement that come down, which would be part of the Fibonacci sequence itself that can move that market back down to roughly that 50% level, let's say. In a nutshell, that's kind of what I'm looking for. no, will it happen today? Will it not happen today? A lot of unknowns, right? You just don't know. We have our profit target. We know where we think the market could reach back to. In this case, 64, 6p down, 64.17. It'll kind of be an extreme down move off the highs. So at this point, looking at 64.47, I'd like to see it reach down into the 3p level today at minimum. Be able to take out a 3p move would bring the market to 65.08. 65.08 would probably protecting right in this area right here, and maybe even taking out 65.08 at some point if it wants to see extreme movement, volume bars kicking in on the other side. So that's how we're handling it right now, and hopefully we can stay in this trade. On the retracement side, if it does decide to come back, I'd like to see it might retest here, here, looking back. So you might see a retest of the lows. Here's your lows that came down from that last down move before the up move. So we might see a retest of that lows here and be able to stay in the trade itself. That's kind of the goal right now. Maybe if it does retest, it just retests there and then comes on down a little bit. But if there's some strength to this up move and brings it back up through here, obviously we want to be out of the trade because the long is more powerful than the short retracement. So you want to protect profit as best you can. All right, I'll talk to you a little bit later as the day moves on here. It's time is it right now? It's almost 1 o'clock my time, so it's 12 noon in Chicago right now. Be back in a few. Move stopped to 61 right now. This up move here, I'm trying to protect it as best I can and take away at least something on the trade. I expected to move back to the R3 level. Alright, so now let's protect right there at 59 now. We don't want to see it get back. I'll go 61. I moved it off of this because we were coming up hard and fast, and I looked at it as a fake out. And now I'm hoping that this level here will hold the 59 high. 61 will bring in, what is that, 78, 20 would be 58. That's 17 ticks roughly. Yeah, 17 ticks. That's not too bad. All right, we'll see what happens. Just wanted to update with the stop placement movement. All right, so it doesn't mean the down move is over, but I did get knocked out of the trade. We know I don't really want to re-enter either. I just don't think that I took the shot where I thought the value is, and now we honestly what we could see for the rest of the trading session now is kind of a seesaw zigzag back and forth. And even if it does go down, then it just goes down. I really thought that we would come on down a lot harder once we broke through the 2p mark. If it wanted to continue down, it might just end up going back up to 6,600 and getting higher too today. You gotta take into account that this is a strong up move, and the bulls are in control right now. And if the bulls are in control, a lot of times they can stay in control for the rest of the session too as well. Doesn't mean it has to retrace. So we'll take our small gain, small win, and I'm be quite happy with that. So even if it does go to target right now, be back a little bit later, and we'll look at the market after the fact probably. See you a little bit. All right, so it's about 10 after here. The market will be closing at, well, my time to trade is roughly the 1:30. CST time. The afternoon session roughly is 12 to 1:30, about an hour and a half. I'm expecting the market to attempt the 6600 level. I'm going to be back a little bit later to talk about it. I've traded the short that I wanted to attempt on this downward movement here, and it went back up. And we talked about the reason behind why I don't want to be short again and to close. I just believe that we're going to go back up here to 66 or higher and to close, and I don't want to short it, but I also don't want to buy it just in case it does crash and to close. I don't want to be on either side of the market at this point in time because it could end up just doing a whole bunch of nothing as well. I took what I thought was the best shot at going down on the session itself, and now I'm just standing aside. I need to do some stuff, but I'll be back after the market closes today, at least my time, at the 1:30 mark, CST time, Chicago time, and I'll wrap it up. All right, we'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye for now. All right, let's see here. As we're looking at the rest of the day, looks like this was that swing high right here, about what, 109, and then it went down. Here's where the market was at 125, so obviously you want to get out of it coming back through. So you would have been out if you would have stayed in. If I'd have been able to get back in, I probably would have come out on this move going back up here. I don't know if I would have been able to keep into this. I probably would have got myself out of it on this swing coming back up. If I was trading two, maybe I'm holding that second one and then getting out on this move back up there. But I'm going to take the 17 ticks I was able to get on one contract today. I still think the setup that I did was the best chance for it to come down during the session. And once again, you know, I think that this was a really nice setup. If it wanted to come down, this would have been the time for it to really come down. Would have been making that, you notice that didn't cross back over the 6600, so there might be some downward pressure still available. But right through here, that was probably the best chance for it to move considerably down in the afternoon. This right here kind of made more like a trading channel, maybe a little breakout this way to go back up here and test that. That might be what we see now into tomorrow's trading. So there seems to be some interest to keep the level right in this area for now. And we'll see how that plays out for tomorrow. I still stick to what I think as far as the movement itself. If it was going to come down, this would have been the time to come down right there when we were in it. All right, that's going to do it for this video today, being Monday. Today was Monday, August 23rd, 2019, or 2021. Hell, I don't even know what year I'm in, let alone anything else. 2019, where'd that come from? So here's where the 50K account stands as of today. I made about 100 ticks, I think, on Friday, and 17 today. So I'm sitting at 51,229.3. Once again, that target's 53,000 to move to the next level, and I'm most likely going to move straight to the funded account next. I'm not going to probably mess around with the other account, pro funded. You're not turning that into real money unless you get over 5,000 in the pro funded. So you can't, like for instance, what I like to do with it is get to the 5,000 mark, take 2,500 in cash, and then trade on the 2,500. They don't let you do that anymore. And in fact, they're opening up a $5,000 account for you. I can do that on my own. So why bother at this point in time? So I'm thinking seriously about just going straight. Next step for me would be go from step 2, where I am right now, go right into funded, and don't worry with pay the fee for the crude oil market and go straight to funded. That's the thought process right now. That'll do it for today. That's 20 minutes, and I'm going to wrap it up right now. It's Dave Not Here, 123daytrade.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I'll see you on the next video that I put together. Bye for now.